Kathy from Applique Corner. I've received lots of questions about how to center a design on our multi-needle machines using frames. And what I'm going to do today is monogram a cosmetic bag using the Durkee Easy frames. I've selected my monogram, which is a 3-letter monogram, and I know the measurements of my monogram are right at 3 inches by 3 inches. So I'd like to find the center of my bag, and I'll do so by using a tape measure. This bag is about 9 inches across, so the center is going to be 4.5. And I like, when I'm monogramming bags, for the monogram to be towards the top, sometimes in the top third of a bag. So what I'm going to do, I'm just using a pen. On a dark bag, you could use chalk. I like to use straight pens on dark bags, but on any other garment, I would probably use disappearing ink or marker of some kind. So I have checked the frame, and I know that this frame will allow me to stitch about 3.5 inches by about 5 inches using the Easy frame. So I know that the design will fit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to place the bag using the notches on the frame. I'm going to line that pin up so that it hits the center. And now that I've got the bag stuck to the sticky stabilizer, I'm going to take the frame to my machine. I've brought the Easy frame to my machine, and I've got the bag in place, and I also have selected the needle position and the color of thread that I wish to use. In this case, it's needle 5. And we'll go through how to select colors and select needles in a video in the future, so look for that on Applique Corner. But for now, what I want to do is I want to center the design. And so now remember, when you're using the pins, to be extra careful. But once you have selected the needle position, which I've selected number 5, and it's engaged, I can pull that needle position down, and that's what I do more often than not. And I use the settings on my machine to find the center. Now the straight pin that I've put in this bag is marking the center of the design, so I'm going to move it left and right to find the center. And that looks good to me. And don't worry, if it doesn't work the first time, you can always adjust your item in your hoop or your frame. And what I want to do, I like to check the top, the bottom, and the left and the right. And then you can always do a trace. But this way, it gives me the assurance that I'm not going to hit the frame. So I've hit the bottom position, and I know in this case I can feel the frame under the bag. I'm probably about 1 inch away from the frame. And then I want to hit the center top. And again, I'm probably about 1 inch away from the top. And then if I hit the right center, I'm right near the edge. I'm pretty close because this is a 3.5 inch frame and my design is 3 inches, but I'm still good. So I want to check the left, and I can feel that frame, and I know the needle is going to hit right inside that frame. So I will put it back in the center and let the needle go, and then hit close. Now you can always, in addition, use the trace design feature on your machine, and I'll do that now so you can see it. If you push that button, it traces the design all the way around for you. That just gives you added security, but I'm always sure that I'm not going to hit the frame by doing top, bottom, left, and right, okay? And you want to make sure, if you use a pin, to remove that pin before you start stitching. And again, on any dark garment, you could use chalk or a marking pen. And on the lighter garments, I use a disappearing ink. You could use water soluble or heat soluble or something like that. And I'm not going to need to clamp this bag or anything. I prefer to use Floriani Perfect Stick Stabilizer which gives me enough sticky on the back to keep this particular bag in place. But if you're doing some type of item or garment that you need some added security, remember on different size frames you can use some office clips or that sort of thing to clip it into place. Now all I need to do is turn the machine on, and I've got the needle 5 selected, and then we'll start the machine. The design has finished stitching. I hope this information has been helpful in centering your design using your easy frames. Thanks for joining me.